This could be the last and final chance to qualify and maximize on your Scroll airdrop allocation, and therefore in this video we will show you how to get the biggest and best airdrop from the Scroll Layer 2 network with this step-by-step tutorial. Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, purely my own opinion and based on my own research. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose, and use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you have any questions whatsoever, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at AltCryptoGems for daily crypto content, and check out our website for frequent guides, project reviews, articles, and everything crypto related. Friends, let's dive straight into the video. Okay, my friends, we are back once again farming the Scroll airdrop, and we are on the Scroll website, which is scroll.io. We've got the official X page, which is at scroll_ZKP. Give them a follow and turn on the notification bells to stay up to date with, of course, their protocol and the upcoming token airdrop, which should be hopefully happening very soon. I personally believe that we're nearing the snapshot date, and therefore that's why we're providing you with this last and final airdrop tutorial for the Scroll network. Now, as many of you may know, we have covered Scroll many times on our YouTube channel, of which we've done airdrop tutorials. If you haven't checked those out, then of course you are going to be starting from scratch in this video. However, for those who have been watching our Scroll airdrop tutorials, you should have a nice head start. You should have a nice amount of marks already, and hopefully be eligible to qualify for some of the badges that I'm going to show you. So from here, assuming that you've already got a MetaMask wallet or an EVM compatible wallet of some kind, assuming that you've already got the Scroll network in your wallet and you've got Ethereum assets in there, you can begin with using the protocols within the Scroll ecosystem and conducting transactions and facilitating as much volume as possible. And for those who are starting from scratch and those who don't have any Ethereum within the Scroll network, what you're going to need to do is, of course, bridge some tokens. Now, there are two options of doing so. Now, of course, the first option is to use the official bridge that Scroll provides, and you can do that by clicking this link right over here where it says bridge into Scroll. But for those who want to use a third party because they don't want to bridge from the Ethereum mainnet, there are many other options. Nonetheless, I would highly recommend, if you can, using this bridge because this is going to give you more points, and I personally think it might be an eligibility requirement in order to qualify for the Scroll airdrop. So firstly, you can use this option and it will enable you to send assets directly from the Ethereum mainnet to the Scroll Layer 2 network. It will take roughly 30 minutes or 20 minutes depending on your option, and it will also vary the fees. So all you would do is from here, you would simply connect your wallet, you would choose MetaMask, you would connect, obviously choose the wallet that you are going to be qualifying for the airdrop for, and then here you have to switch to the Ethereum network and ensure that you want to choose however much Ethereum you want to bridge over. So let's just say I did 0.001, I'll very simply click deposit funds, and bang, you would just pay the $1.70 gas fee, which is very cheap because Gwei is very cheap right now, and you would be sending around $2.40. Nonetheless, I'm not going to do this. I've already bridged over to the Scroll network, but that is exactly how you would do it. It is just a couple of clicks. But let's just say you wanted to use a third-party option if you wanted to bridge from another layer 2, whether that was Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, or any other layer 2 network in order to save yourself some gas fees, then what you can do is you can either use the Orbiter Finance bridge, which is a cross-chain bridge that enables you to bridge from so many different protocols, as you can see, whether that's Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, Linear, Scroll, Tyco, they've got the biggest and best networks. Or let's just say, for example, you wanted to use L2 Finance, exactly the same as Orbiter Finance. It enables you to bridge to and from all the largest networks such as Base, Arbitrum, Scroll, Linear, Tyco, BNB Chain, Ethereum, Mint, Blast, Zora, you name it. You can use this protocol, or you can use Jumper. The option is entirely yours. Jumper is a decentralized exchange aggregator and enables you to cross-chain bridge between different networks and different decentralized exchanges, enabling you to get the best price no matter what network that you're on. Therefore, if you wanted to use any of these, you definitely can. But let's just say for the sake of the video, I pick out a random one, and that's just going to be L2 Finance in this video. But you can use all three, you can use any single one that you want. If one's cheaper and you compare the fees between the different three protocols, then of course, by all means, find the cheapest and best option for you. But for me, just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to bridge using the L2 Finance protocol. So I'm going to connect my MetaMask wallet, just like we do with all the other protocols. And L2 actually is going to be an airdrop we are going to be qualifying for as well. Same with Orbiter Finance and same with Jumper Exchange. If you haven't seen our airdrop tutorials for any of these protocols, then you can check out our YouTube airdrop playlist, which I'll show you at the end of the video. But if I go back over to L2 Finance, because that's what we're using, as you can see, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be choosing a network to bridge from. Now, as you can see up top, L2 Finance provides us with all the networks that are available in our wallet and with the amount of ETH tokens that we have in those networks. So say for example, we wanted to bridge from the AIRDROP network, which has 0.018 Ethereum. I now want to send over to Scroll. Now, I'm going to choose however much Scroll I want to send from the AIRDROP network over to the Scroll network. Obviously, your to option has to be Scroll, otherwise you're going to be sending it to another network. So ensure that your to and from are correct before confirming your transaction. Now, the cool thing is by using L2 Finance, we are also going to be qualifying for the Scroll canvas, and I'll show you that very shortly. But to continue, like I said, you just want to enter the amount of ETH, 0.0069, which is roughly $16.40. I know it's not much, this is just a tutorial. However, the more that you bridge, the more transactions that you do over into the Scroll network, the bigger and better off your position will be. So the main focus is obviously to conduct as much volume as you possibly can. The more that you do, obviously the better off you will be, like I said. Also, if you can perform transactions once a week and bridge over to the Scroll network as much as possible, that will also give you a better position. So to continue, let's just confirm the transaction, and this will send our assets over from the AIRDROP network over to the Scroll network. Now I'm just going to confirm it in my Trezor wallet, which I love to use, as many of you may know already. Once it's confirmed, we are going to see it confirmed on AIRDROP and then received over on the Scroll side. So once we head over to MetaMask, as you can see, it is now sending. We have to wait for it to click send. And then when we go back over to the Scroll network, there we go. Already we have got our Ethereum tokens on the Scroll network. Voila, that literally just took a few seconds. We earned some L2 points in the meantime. So we've qualified for 2 airdrops just in one transaction. But from here, you can also perform another transaction on the Scroll network. How, you may ask? Well, you're not going to be bridging, you're going to be checking in on the L2 Finance protocol. So every day you can actually come on here and go up to the top right corner where you see a little calendar icon. You're going to click that, and here you can actually choose a network of which you want to sign in on. So if, say for example, Scroll, which we know is doing an airdrop, you've got Zirkit, you've got Proma and other networks, you can choose whichever network that you want to do. But in our case, we're going to be focusing on Scroll today, and therefore I want to perform another transaction on the Scroll network just by simply checking in, and this is going to of course increase my transactional count. So I'm just going to very simply click it. It's going to basically cost nothing, and this is just going to be an easy quick transaction that we can stack up on our Scroll transactions. But the whole point of this protocol is obviously to get your assets bridged over to the Scroll network or to and from. You can of course bridge from the Scroll network and to other networks as well, so don't worry, your assets aren't stuck on Scroll. Nonetheless, guys, that is exactly how to get your assets over to the Scroll network. And of course, once you've got your Ethereum tokens in the Scroll network, you can now continue within the Scroll ecosystem. So for those who already have Ethereum in their wallet, you could either follow those steps for the bridge and get some more transactional counts and build up that volume. Or for those who are brand new, you can now begin your Scroll journey into the ecosystem. Therefore, what is the first step? Well, if we go to the Scroll website, what you want to do is, assuming that you've already connected your wallet because we did the bridge, what we want to do now is start focusing on the Scroll canvas. What is the Scroll canvas, you may ask? Well, Scroll canvas is essentially the home of the Scroll ecosystem, proving to the Scroll network exactly what you've done, showing your exact blueprint and giving you the awards and acknowledgement for the progress that you have made and all the transactions and volume that you've conducted. Therefore, what you're going to obviously need to do is focus on all these badges, try and get as many as possible. And also in the middle here, you can see an activity heartbeat. This heartbeats faster when you are more active on Scroll. Therefore, if you are using Scroll every single day or every single week, or maybe 5 times a day or 5 times a week for that matter, your activity heartbeat is obviously going to increase. If you are obviously less active and you are doing 1 transaction a month or once every other month, your activity heartbeat is going to decrease, and therefore you want to try and focus on keeping it as high as possible, because at the end when they do the snapshot, they might look at your average heartbeat, and this could even be a multiplier for your airdrop, so it could be a vital thing to keep an eye out for. But if you haven't actually set up a Scroll canvas and you are new to the Scroll canvas, then what you're going to need to do is very simply sign up, and they are going to actually request 0.001 ETH, which is roughly give or take $2. Now I'm going to actually give you an invite link, which is going to give you 50% off. Why are they actually doing this? Well, because they don't want bots to rig the system and just start minting unlimited badges and take advantage of the upcoming airdrop. So I absolutely love this system. It has absolutely deterred bots, and therefore I'm going to leave this invite code for you guys. So if you are brand new to the Scroll canvas, you can use this invite code and get 50% off your Scroll canvas mint fee. But let's just say that you've already got your canvas right now. what we're going to do is we're going to very simply start going and minting some more badges. So before we begin, I'm just going to show you that I've already got some of these badges. I've got the Ethereum year. This is just a very simple badge, which I'm pretty sure most of us can mint. It's a little present from Scroll to celebrate all the cool stuff you've done in the Ethereum ecosystem. On the right hand side of that, we've got the Scroll Genesis NFT. So for those who followed our early airdrop tutorials, the Scroll Origins NFT is a soul-bound NFT that serves to recognize the early builders of Scroll. Eligible minters have deployed a smart contract to Scroll mainnet within 60 days of the Genesis block, which a Genesis block is very simply the first ever block that takes place within a network. Higher levels of rarity are rewarded to smart contracts that have contributed significantly. Now, I've spotted a couple errors here just to let you know. 2 R's, and of course there is no space within mainnet and within, and that should be fixed. But no biggie. On the right of that, we've got the Scroll Domain Explorer. So once again, if you watched one of our earlier airdrop tutorials, you earned this badge from minting a ZNS domain on Scroll. Now, you can go through all of these. You can check out all the badges that I've got here. This is the entry Scroll Bridger badge from Alto Finance, of which we used earlier. And I just want to show you very simply that Alto Finance is obviously associated with Scroll. Here, this badge asks you to complete 5 bridges to the Scroll network via Alto Finance to claim this badge. Now, it says I am not eligible to mint this badge, but I'm pretty sure I have done it in the past. But very simply, all you would do is just click bridge again and do it 5 times or however many times until it makes you eligible. But leaving this for now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the badges page. These are very simply all the badges that I have, and very simply I wanted to show you how to get more badges. That's why I haven't gone and minted any more as of yet. But if you go to the bottom, here you can see you've got invite and give, which you can obviously provide your invite code to your friends. We've got the badges, we've got the name, and we've got the share canvas tab. But for us, we just want to go over to this badges tab. We want to click explore badges. And here we are going to see all of the badges available within the Scroll canvas ecosystem. Now, I've actually done a few of these. You can sort them by most minted. You can sort them by latest added date. However, you may want to start off with the most minted ones because you might find that you are eligible to qualify for most of these badges. That's what happened with me anyway. But let's just say, for example, we pick a random one. Now, I've obviously done the Scroll Origins mint, which I've already shown you. If you scroll down, you can see that we've got the Ambient Swapper, for example. Here it says, this is Ambient Swapper. Swapper badge is for users who have made 1 or more single swaps on Ambient Finance for $500. Therefore, you need to make transactions worth of $500 on Ambient Finance. Now, let's just say, for example, we scroll down and find a random one. Let's just say we scroll down. Okay, I found one. The Easy Swap Swapper badge. Now here you can see very simply, the Easy Swap Swapper badge is a specially designed NFT program that recognizes easy swap traders on Scroll who have achieved a trading volume of over $50. So therefore, as you can see, I am already eligible to mint this badge. I've used Izumi Finance in the previous Scroll airdrop tutorial, and for those who obviously followed that, you should be eligible as well, assuming that you've done over $50 in volume. If you haven't, what we're going to do is we're very simply going to visit Izumi Finance, and I'm going to show you how to conduct volume on the platform and how to perform transactions. So all you have to do is connect your wallet, choose MetaMask obviously. Once you are on here, you want to ensure that you're on the Scroll network, which as you can see, it shows up top. And up the top, we've got the ETH token, and down below, we've got the USDC token. So depending on what tokens that you want to swap, it is entirely up to you. Let's just say for our case, we wanted to swap 23 USDC into Ethereum. I'm going to click max. I'm going to click approve. I'm going to click max once again, and I'm going to click approve. Now you don't have to do $50 in volume all in one transaction. It didn't state that you had to do that, and therefore what you have to do is just conduct maybe 2 or 3 of these transactions in order to stack up $50 worth of volume, and then you'll qualify for the badge. So as you can see, once I click swap, this is going to be exactly how to confirm a transaction on Izumi Finance. Like I said, you want to do as many of these until you've got the $50 volume. If you've already got it in one transaction or done it before, then fantastic. You would just come back over here to Canvas on the Scroll website, of course, click mint now, and then as you can see, it's going to pop up in your MetaMask wallet with a fee of 6 cents, which is very, very minuscule. So it's going to basically cost absolutely nothing. Your airdrop value for this mint fee could be 10 times, 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times more. Who actually knows? But I definitely personally think that the more badges you do get, the bigger and better airdrop you will receive. Now, once we see this minted, I'm going to show you that this is exactly how to get the badges. If you go back over to your canvas, we can see that we have got a new badge. It is currently loading. That is obviously the new one that we've just conducted. My activity heartbeat hasn't increased as of yet, even though we've been performing transactions. Nonetheless, we know that we've minted another badge and we just have to wait for it to appear. So going back over to badges, I'm not going to obviously do all of them. This is just very simply showing you how to get hold of them. If you scroll down and scroll down, as you can see here, okay, let's just pick this one. Symbiosis Pro Swapper, minted by 49,232 people. This is a badge designed for users who made a minimum of $100 on chain swap on Scroll, e.g. WRS ETH to ETH. Explore all 14 badges in Symbiosis. Now, if you go over to this app, what it's going to do is it's going to show you all the badges that you can get by using Symbiosis. We already know that it's asking us to swap a minimum of $100 US. Going to bridge over from the base network using the L2 Finance protocol. Why am I doing this? Well, because one of the canvas tasks is obviously to perform 5 bridge transactions using L2 Finance. If I just choose my base network this time, I've got more Ethereum on here as well. I'm going to very simply choose the amount that I'm going to bridge over to the Scroll network once again. I'm going to this time send 0.024, which is give or take $57. I'm going to click switch network. I'm now going to confirm the transaction. It's going to give me another 225 points. Boom, already rapid speed, guys. We've got $144 in the Scroll network. Therefore, we can now go back over to Symbiosis. Sorry if I'm moving quite fast. If we now go over to swap, we now want to swap the amount that we're looking to do. Therefore, we want to try and focus on swapping as much ETH as possible. Of course, the minimum amount that was required was to do $100 in the swap. Therefore, if you haven't got $100, then I'm afraid you're going to have to skip this quest. But there are so many other badges that you can mint. This is just a tutorial on showing you how to bridge and then how to swap in order to get this badge. So I'm just going to choose the amount that I'm looking to bridge. Let's just say I do 0.0048, $114 worth. I'm going to swap into USDC on the Scroll network, and voila, I'm going to very simply now go to the bottom and click swap. So very simply, I'm going to now confirm the transaction. It's going to cost an estimated fee of 10 cents. Now we are waiting for the completion of this transaction, and we should very simply have our USDC in our wallet. We should have roughly $30 worth of ETH, just like so. And now we've got our USDC in our wallet. Okay. What is the step from here? Well, we obviously go back over to the canvas. We're going to scroll down and find that badge that we were looking for, which is this Symbiosis Pro Swapper. Now, it says you are eligible to mint the badge. Guys, it works instantly. The API is updated constantly with each application that is integrated, and therefore, all you have to do is simply click mint now, and now I'm going to confirm the transaction and get another badge added to my canvas. And there you have it. We have now minted it. It says on the date as well, October 3rd, 2024. Therefore, if we go back to the canvas for the last time, I'm not going to go and mint all the badges with you guys, but you can see that we've added another badge to the canvas. The other two for some reason haven't updated, but as you can see, the list continues to grow, and I'm not going to be stopping now. In fact, I'm going to be going full speed ahead because now we want to focus on the Scroll airdrop as much as possible, because in my opinion, this could very well be the last chance. Guys, that's exactly everything that you would need to know about the badges, and I highly recommend doing this if you are obviously farming the Scroll airdrop. But the next step is obviously to focus on the marks. So how do you get to this, and what is it? So what you want to do is up the top, you're going to see ecosystem. You're going to go to where it says sessions, and here you're going to receive marks for your contributions in the Scroll network. Here you can see that I've personally got 1,190 marks within the Scroll network. Now, to be honest with you guys, I actually got most of these Scroll marks for using the Scroll network when it was really hefty with fees, and they provided all those users that were very loyal to the network with a lot of Scroll marks. But what are sessions? Well, I'm not going to go into all the detail, but the marks are just another way of talking about experience points, or XP for that matter, basically just showing your loyalty and activity within the Scroll network. Now, scrolling down, we can see session 1, the decentralized exchanges. You can see that I've got 19.68 points in Ambient, I've got 0 in Nuri, and I've got 0 in Maverick, which is obviously coming soon. We've got 0 in Vessel, and we've got 2.96 in others. Now, I'm going to come back to this in a second, but if you scroll down, you can also see I've got 11.63 points in Aave. I've got 3.45 in others, which would include Compound and whatever. And then if you scroll down, we've got Session 0, which is based on bridged eligible assets. So, marks are given to all eligible bridged assets since Scroll's mainnet launch on October 10th, 2023, based on amount time held on Scroll. So as you can see, I've got 63.66 marks from the ETH to wrapped ETH token and 4.61 points for the USDC token. As for the others, I've got absolutely nothing, but that's of course because I mainly use the Ethereum token, and you can do this all by using official bridges such as the mainnet bridge, which is the one that Scroll provides, or the third-party bridges that I've mentioned. However, scrolling down once again, you can also see, like I mentioned earlier, marks have been given to users with more than $5 total gas spent on Scroll from the mainnet launch on October 10th, 2023 to April 29th, 2024, 12 p.m. UTC. So like I mentioned earlier, when it was very expensive to use gas, as you can see, I spent 0.05 Ethereum on the gas, and I got 1,086 mark points from the Scroll network. And therefore, hopefully they are going to reward us very heavily with these marks. Now, I don't know actually how much these marks are going to be worth. Hopefully they're going to be worth it and more than the value I spent in ETH. Hopefully much more anyway. But up top, just to conclude, I've got this amount of marks, but I'm looking to upgrade it. How do I do it? If you've got 0, where do you start? All in all, if you haven't already got a head start in these Scroll sessions with all these marks, you might be a bit behind and it might not be worth focusing on, in my personal opinion, and I just wanted to be honest with you. So what I'm very simply going to do is, guys, I'm going to show you how to get some points, regardless if you're new or if you want to just get started, this is how to do so. So options you have are either A, using the bridge, of which we've already earned some points. The more that you bridge, the longer that you hold it within the Scroll network, the more points that you will earn, and therefore that's why I've got this amount of points. I obviously don't deposit thousands of dollars, therefore you won't see thousands of points. However, up top, what I personally do is I personally focus on the decentralized exchanges and the lending and borrowing protocols, as you can see. So you've got two options. Personally, I'm just going to show you one in this tutorial, otherwise we'll be here forever, but the principle applies with the same thing. Therefore, I just want to show you how to get some points over on a decentralized exchange. Let's just choose Ambient. It's appearing at the top, maybe because of the alphabetical order. But if we just simply go to Ambient Finance, all it asks us to do is deposit assets into decentralized exchange liquidity pools. Liquidity deposits with tighter ranges or more market depth are given marks at a higher rate, so bear that in mind. But obviously that comes with more risks and you may not want to do so. But I'm just going to show you very simply what I do myself. So if I connect my wallet, I'm going to choose MetaMask. I'm going to confirm my wallet. And very simply here, this is another platform that we've used in the past. You can take a look at your points that you've earned on Ambient. You can see that I've got 70 Ambient points, which is for the native platform itself. But what we are looking to do is obviously focus on getting the Scroll marks. Therefore, if I show you my pools that I've already got, if I go into the account section up top, here you can see that I've got an ETH to USDC pool position of $30 US. So if I click this pool, you can see that I've pulled 0.0123 Ethereum with 0 USDC. I've earned 0.001899 ETH and earned 45 cents worth of USDC. I think that's pretty cool. And what you can do is you can very simply add more. So assuming that you're starting from scratch, you would want to very simply go into the pool section. In order to find it, you can see that we are prompted with the ETH to USDC pool straight away. But if you go up into the top, you can actually choose other liquidity pools that you are looking for. Me personally, I'm going to do ETH to USDC. I like to do that myself because it has the least volatility, it has the most TVL, and I feel most comfortable by using this. Therefore, on the right hand side, you can already see that we've swapped USDC token when we use the Symbiosis protocol in order to get our badge. But let's just say you haven't got any tokens. You just want to go into the swap feature. You want to choose, for example, whatever token you're swapping into. Let's just say I wanted to swap some of my USDC back into ETH. I'm going to swap $103, say. I'm going to approve USDC. And then of course, once you've approved it, you click confirm, click submit. We're going to get 0.04 ETH in return, or just above anyway. Going to confirm the transaction submitted, and we can confirm that over in MetaMask, just like so, $130 worth of ETH once again. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to the pool. Now that we've got our ETH and USDC, let's just assume that we've got $10 worth of USDC and $10 worth of ETH that we want to deposit. You can either choose the balanced or non-balanced option. Before, I didn't choose the balanced option. Let's just say I did all of my USDC. I can actually pool it so I do the same amount in ETH as well. So I'm just going to click approve USDC. And what this is going to do is obviously going to approve the smart contract because that is needed in order to continue. I'm going to click next. And as you can see, USDC has been approved. We click confirm once again. We submit the liquidity. And now we confirm the transaction is going to cost us an estimated fee of 3 cents, or so it says. As you can see, the transaction has been submitted and very soon it will be complete, just like so. Therefore, we have just about deposited our assets into the pool. Now what we can do is we can go into our account up the top. Now you can see we have deposited liquidity into the pool, and if you go back over to your scroll page, now you just have to wait for the scroll marks to be updated. They don't update every single second, so don't just refresh the page every minute because you're not going to see anything different. Just come back every day or every other day and just watch your points grow. And of course, if you want to deposit more liquidity, that is very simply how you do so. It doesn't have to all be an ambient finance. You can spread your wings and put it in all different kinds of protocols, whether it's a decentralized exchange or a lending and borrowing protocol. Remember guys, this is all that you want to do for now, is just focus on using the ecosystem as much as possible. If you don't know where to start, there are so many different applications that you can check out. All you have to do is go up to the top where it says ecosystem and go to projects. Here you can find out all the projects that are in the ecosystem. You can see all the different ecosystem highlights, all the protocols that are obviously marketing. You can see we've got Aave, Lido, Anchor, Chainlink, Safe, Compound, OKX Wallet, Ambient Finance, which we're just on, Stargate, Nuri Exchange, Across, EtherFi, The Graph, Li-Fi, RhinoFi. Guys, the list goes on. Scroll actually has an impressive ecosystem, and I personally think that this could be a huge layer 2 network of the future. But guys, one more thing before we go. That is everything that you need to see within the Scroll website and the ecosystem. I've shown you exactly how to bridge, I've shown you how to get badges, and I've shown you how to get Scroll marks. Those are all the three main focuses of this video. But if you want some bonus options as well, you can actually use the layer 3 platform, of which many of you may know that we use this protocol all the time in order to qualify for many airdrops, and especially even the layer 3 airdrop. I'm not going to go into too much detail, however, we're focusing on season 3 of the layer 3 airdrop. If you want to watch that video, we've got it in our YouTube playlist guide. But for those who are obviously scrolling for the Scroll airdrop, you can go over to streaks first of all. As you can see here, we've either got restake ETH and stake on Stakestone, both on the Scroll network. These you can do weekly, and of course in 3 weeks, once you've completed all 3 of these on both of them, you will get a cube of which will be on the Scroll network. That will be another 2 transactions and another 2 NFTs, and that will help you qualify for both Scroll and of course the layer 3 airdrop. Scrolling down, you can see we've got LP on Ambient Finance. Now we actually did this one, so we can click verify, and we have to do this once a week, and again we'll earn a cube at the end of the 3 weeks of providing liquidity. Again, that is very simply how you do it. Scrolling down, you can see another simple one, transact on Scroll. This time I'm going to be able to show you that we are able to mint a cube once we are able to complete it. So if we've transacted on Scroll today, which we obviously have done, we can click verify, and layer 3 is going to provide us with XP and an NFT cube. As you can see, we're going to mint it, and this is going to be another transaction, and that is going to be helping us for 2 airdrops in 1. Now, guys, throughout this video, I've shown you how to qualify for multiple airdrops. I've shown you how to qualify for Scroll. I've shown you how to qualify for Alto Finance, Ambient Finance, Orbiter Finance, Jumper Exchange, other different protocols along the way, but there are so many more. Scroll and all these protocols within the ecosystem are going to be launching airdrops. These are new protocols, tokenless protocols, and very well, they could be doing some massive airdrops that we can get our hands on. But friends, like I said, that is everything that you need to know about the Scroll ecosystem. This was just a bonus. For those who are looking to take a look at their transactional count and volume, you can use tools such as Wenza. Here you can see that we've got the Scroll network pop up, but you've also got other networks that you can check out if you're looking to look at your volume, transactional count, or other statistics surrounding a network or protocol. Therefore, all you have to do is simply go up into MetaMask, copy your wallet address, the one that you've been using to farm, paste your wallet address, click check sir. Voila, you can see that we've got a balance of $122. We performed $6,400 in volume. I've done 297 transactions, and it gives me the amount of marks that I've got, roughly give or take, and the wallet age, days, unique, weeks, months, and so on. So guys, this is just to show you and give you a rough guideline on what you've done within each network and protocol. Also, for those who want to increase their security, if you are very conscious about what you've been doing on the Scroll network, you can come over to revoke.cash. You can go over to where it says the network up the top right corner. You just find the Scroll network, choose it. If there are any approved transactions or unwanted signatures, just like you can see with this USDC, you can very simply connect your wallet, go to MetaMask, connect your wallet, and very simply click revoke and click revoke once again. And now you've confirmed your transaction. We are going to now have no approvals for the USDC token in the Scroll network. I personally think that it's very important to revoke your smart contracts, whatever you're doing in the world of crypto, because you never know and you just want to be cautious and put precautionary measures in place, just like we have done here by using revoke.cash. But friends, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. It is a full-on video. This is the last and final time we'll probably be coming into the Scroll airdrop, but we hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we have over 146 different airdrop tutorials for you guys to check out, whether that's new layer 2 networks or different protocols. We have them all here listed for you guys. We've got B3, Hyperlane, Zirkit, Caldera, Gas.zip, Story, Redstone, Dflow, Texture, Interact, Cube, Superspeed, Lulo, layer 3 like we mentioned, Jupiter Exchange, Exchange Art, Decent, Asset Dash, Ambient Finance, which we went through, Moody Madness, and so many more for you to check out. Guys, we can't wait to see you in the next video, and we currently have a promotion running on Bybit, the best centralized exchange platform for buying, trading and earning. Bybit is home to all your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you can claim up to $4,380 just by signing up using the link in the description below. It's simple. If you need help finding the right crypto gems, then follow us on Twitter at altcryptogems and head over to our website to get your hands on detailed project reviews, crypto guides and more. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you found this video helpful and informative. Until next time, DGens.